Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Twisted episode. Today, we are taking a look at the new Twisted 1.20 trailer, and looking at the changelog as well, with a fully detailed and explained walkthrough of what to expect in the next coming and the next day, where 1.20 releases tomorrow, at around who knows what time, because it's to be determined. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is be divided into the two-part series, and this is gonna be the first part. It'll be the full part. We're gonna start with the complete map rebuild, the thermodynamics, and storms and tornadoes. So that's the first part here. And the next part gonna involve the visual effects, damage, radar and NWS, vehicles, probes, player, lobbying, twisted light, and miscellaneous will be included into the next part. And before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe to make sure you don't miss any new of my Twisted uploads, because my goal is to continue uploading as much videos as I possibly can in my free time to get this video released. So without further ado, let's hop into today's video, since this is a two-part series. Let's hop into it. Alright, so we are here at the Twisted Beta 1.20 changelog. It is the end of an era, the beginning of so much more. Twisted 1.20 is here, and it has changed absolutely everything. So we're going to start with the complete map rebuild. We have a refurbished or rebuilt every single structure in game. So every single structure, like the old skyscrapers and everything, has been redone. I'm going to head over to that. Because here is one of the new buildings. You got a TV station there. Then you have Hazleton right here, and the house right there, and you got new lake houses as well. Then you also got a new modeled two-story house. And then you have everything else. And then you got also a new Siri way back in the background. You also got the Hazleton water tower still. You got the Hazleton hillside estates. Then you got a boatyard, a couple lakes in the background there. Then the Wadena State Park has no gate anymore, which is the good part. Then it's got its new community shelter in the back, because if at the park and a tornado comes, you might as well get taken to shelter. Then I also got new motorhomes here as well. Technically RV trailers here. Then you also can see one of the new interiors of a starter truck, which is better. And then all vehicles will have interiors by at least 1.21. Then here's the new, here's the map edition, Prior Lake, with a population of 3,752 people. You also got the new, Honda Sirius vehicle, I think, is that what it's called. Then you got the basic story houses, the older type ones, but have been remodeled quite a bit, because now they have a patio and stuff with it. Then you got the water tower in the background, trees, also some other stuff as well. And here is the new storms. And here is the new radar. So here we got a new radar. We got the new TVS symbol here. We got velocity right here. That'll be covered a bit more into detail right after. So here is the mobile park. Here is the house, and then they got basements now. Houses finally have basements, which is the most requested feature, and people have said that's now overcome because of the map. But now here it is, that most model houses now have basements. And then here's the community shelter, and then you got the new gas station, the metal gas station, new tornado siren over there. This looks to be Prior Lake, and this is Hazleton. You can see the Ford Expedition XLT has interior as well of its vehicle as well. Looks very amazing. And more on that later. And here are the new vehicles that will be covered in part 2. Here is the Hazleton Siren. I think that's Hazleton Siren, I think. Then you got, here is, that'll be also covered in part 2 for interiors. Here is a new modeled house, right here. We got a beautiful looking house. And here is the basement of a house. Here is the TIV 2, I think. And you got a vehicle there. You got destruction. Here's the part I want you guys to watch, because this is part of the map and stuff. This is what they all did. And watch. Boom! Gone. Just blown up. That thing's strong. So here is the new map additions as well. I'm playing it right here. And here is the new structures, as I was saying, the Twisted Beta. You discontinue several old buildings, which is these old buildings and stuff that used to be there now are right there. These are new big buildings. This game is getting realistic. And then you got a cemetery of all the noble storm chasers probably in real life, and the developers as well, and with everyone else as well. You got the new hospital. You also got all the vehicles and stuff that are trying to take shelter in the hospital, which is the worst place to go because this whole place is glass. But if it's not in the truck of Tornado and everyone else is, that's the best place to go. Because here comes the tornado. Here is the new power flashes and stuff. Miles include that. Then you got, here's some new, the buildings. Here's Dubai Donuts. Dubai Donuts has been moved as well. It looks like a bit different building. And most of the game has been revamped as well. Here is inside the hospital. Much of glass. And here's a camera. And yeah, more included after we get done with the place. And here is what the buildings look like after a possible, I think, EF5 hits it. It's probably a strong or violent EF4 tornado, possibly EF5 there. Then here is the signs, and then here is a destroyed house, which is part of the map. Then here is that, and you also got a soccer field in the background, at least. We got a new soccer field. Then we got a couple other things as well. Then there's the basin that hit by an EF5. That's what basin will look like if an EF5 hits it. And then Twisted 1x20 will release July 23rd. So we're gonna head back to the beginning. So that includes almost every single map addition here. They added new sub-roads, including the major route, Road 61, one state road, state routes to 4 lanes for its entirety. Adjusted city population, so Hazleton, instead of when Hazleton was so small, they claimed it was 25,000 people. Now since the Hazleton has grown, they're adding more population because now they added to realistic numbers. Prior Lake definitely looks like it holds 3,752 people. And also, one of the oldest towns returned, Welchel. Welchel Valley returns as well. They had sadly removed Welchenville, Waukesha, and Wanaska for better use. They moved the Hazleton Airport to Hibben, and Helma is now a true ghost town. And the TV station is in Hazleton Hills, as I saw before. They added a village of Almora, Gamel, and Waban. So we're gonna head down to the Thermodynamics. So they added hodographs. These guys don't know what hodographs are. Here is one right here. Here's a hodograph here. This is what the game will probably show here. Here is, I think this is laps right here. Storm motions, and see how it works. So this is what Storm will be doing. And then you got the tail cloud here, and this is a well-defined one. Height, and this is all gonna be coming to the game as well. This is the example. We don't know what the actual one's gonna look like in game. So this is an example of a hodograph. Then they adjusted the max cape to 6,500. I don't know what the previous cape was, but I'm pretty sure 6,500 is more realistic to a Keysota Field / Minnesota. They made higher cape more rare because every single time high risk comes, you're guaranteed like a 6,500 cape. They added a 3 cape in P-Watt thermodynamic variables. If you guys don't know what that is as well. A P-Watt is a precipitable water, often abbreviated as P-Watt, is another such measurement is defined as the amount of water vapor contained in a column of air, which is where it can be condensed and collected. It is expressed in inches. So technically means it can help development of thunderstorms and everything else. So, and then the other part was, I think, VT. Yeah, VT and STP. So VT is the concept behind a violent tornado potential. The concept of VTP was to more efficiently assess lower level instability and key ingredient that comes into play with strong violent EF4 or stronger tornadoes. So they added this in the game, so you technically want VTP to get violent tornadoes like EF4 or stronger. And that is what happens when you get a VTP thing. And I can't speak. Then we got then the next part was an STP, aka Strong Tornado Potential. It is a multi-ingredient composite index that includes 0 to 6 kilometer bulk wind difference, aka 6BWD, 0 to 1 kilometer storm relative Heli City, which is a Roblox game, but who cares. It's SRH1 Service Parasol Cape, and then Service Parallel LCL Height. So this is what you need to get strong tornado potentials. Then the next part I think we included was SRH. They also added 700 to 500 millibar relative humidities for purposes, and they added 0 to 3 kilometer and 3 to 6 kilometer lapse rate. So there's a chance for 0 kilometer, 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Because I don't think people have seen much. Then they added SRH. If you want to know what SRH it is right here. You got the storm relative velocity is a measure of the potential for cyclonic updraft rotation. So this is what makes tornadoes and storms rotate. It's how you get tornado potential. So it's the potential for updraft rotation, which is cyclonic and right moving supercells, and is calculated for the lowest 1 kilometer and 3 kilometer layers above ground level. So if it's rotating down below, you have a chance for a tornado. And that is what SRH means, aka Storm Relative Velocity. And then we're going to head over to the fun part, storms and tornadoes. They completely redid the storm and tornado rework. They said goodbye to stagnant meshes, so no more meshes at all. They got the new dynamic tornado system, realistic tornado wind field logic, rework lightning, add flickering and bend into them, and beaten. And then they reworked storm structure that RFD cuts and shelf clouds and more. If you don't know what RFD is, here is what RFD is. Here is the inflow notch, and then here is the rear flank downdraft that feeds into it from the back side of it. As the arrow shows there, that's an inflow. This is the outflow on velocity, which is in-game, so that's why you can see the outflow real good on radar, and you can see the inflow notch as well. And then if you head here is what a shelf cloud looks like in a thunderstorm, which technically means there could be chances for derechos and everything, because what's the point of shelf clouds? Shelf clouds don't come with supercells. They come with lines of storms, derechos, wind events. No supercells come with shelf clouds, they all come with tornadoes. I haven't seen much supercells in my life, because we always get derechos and shelf clouds, so yeah, I must see them. And that is what shelf cloud is. It's a lowering of the cloud, and that's where the wind is. The lower those clouds are, the windier and windier it's gonna get. And then that, I think, concludes storms and tornadoes. I think they added the dynamic RFD wind, so if you rear flank downdraft, the wind starts speeding up, and then you also got straight line winds. So so there might be a day where you can get derechos. So that's where the straight line winds come through, and pretty sure they can cause damage, I think. I'll probably see about the straight line winds cause damage. Tree damage is probably sure one thing they're gonna do. I'll probably ask I probably asked the community in the Discord server of Twisted. Also, if you want to join my Discord server, link down in the description below. I got everything all set up for Twisted. Anything you want, I can add as well. It's a community-based Discord server. It's all built based on community requests and stuff, based on direct messages. I also had a feedback section as well, so additions, and yeah. Then in the next part, we'll be doing visual effects, damage, radar and NWS, vehicles, pros, player, lobby, and twisted light, and the miscellaneous system. And just to let you know, everything will be releasing tomorrow, Sunday, July 23rd at 2023, but the time will be determined. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching for the first part of this very detailed and walkthrough of what's coming in Twisted Beta 1.20. Let me know in the description below if I missed any details or anything, because any feedback helps my channel out a lot, and I appreciate what you guys do. And it's the road to 500 subs, so we gotta get up there. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time for part 2. I'm Adventure James. I'll see you next time. Peace.